your physical therapist. You can find me at movementthinker.org. Today we're going to cover lunges. They do not have to be difficult. Many people say, I cannot do a lunge. And what we find out is their vision of what a lunge has to look like is different than what a lunge will look like for them. Because they see lunges and they picture these people coming all the way down to the floor and coming back up. It doesn't have to look like that. It will eventually over the course of time as you get stronger and your mobility improves, but it doesn't have to look like that on day one. Okay? And let's cover a lunge and a squat. Okay? A squat is two legs on the ground, both knees and hips bend simultaneously. You end up with a closed knee angle and a closed hip angle. You stand up, open knee angle, open hip angle. When we look at a lunge, I'll do it out here again, you see one closed knee angle, one closed hip angle, and then the other hip is open. So the difference between a squat and a lunge is two legs versus one leg. Okay? Stand up from there. If you're having trouble doing a lunge, the first thing that you can do is scale it back. Decrease the range of motion. You can decrease the range of motion by putting something here. I got some foam pads in a box. I think this is 6, 8, 10 inches off the floor. One foot still goes forward. You can hold on for balance if you like, because this will make it easier still. 1 foot forward. Look at how much that knee angle closes, and the hip angle closes. It doesn't close much, and then you come right back up. Mini close, back up, mini close, back up. You've seen the video on sets and reps, and if you haven't, I'd recommend you stop this video at this point, go back and watch that one, because it's going to make sense to you when I say 25, and when you can hit 25, make it harder. So here we go. Remove one. Now the knee closes a little bit further, hip closes a little bit further. Remove one. Knee, I want to make sure I don't go down fast because I'm going on onto a wooden box now. But knee closes a little further, hip closes a little further. Knee closes a lot further, hip closes a lot further. You can make this harder by doing what's called a rear foot elevated lunge, also known as a Bulgarian split squat. And so if I take that foot and put it on a box, now my hip has to close down a lot further before it hits the ground. My knee closes down a lot further, and then I come back up. The higher I take that foot, come here, the more range I go through. Okay, so it's important for you to understand, 1, how to lunge, 2, how to scale back, 3, how to progress. What are some of the errors that we see when we see lunges? First error. Just if you've never watched my squat video, you'll know that I struggle to do things like this. I've had hundreds and thousands of repetitions of doing things one way, so it's hard for me to change that pattern. First way, I have to think about it. Knee will buckle inward, okay? And so what we'll see is the knee coming in, both knees coming in. You've heard me describe this as the goalie squat, hockey squat, okay? We don't want to see the knee coming in as you're going down or up. Another thing that we see is, I'm going through all the errors that I've seen over my years working with patients and working with people. They take a narrow stance and come down. This turned into a balance exercise and not really a strengthening exercise. Another error that we see is front foot. We'll see them go up onto their toes when we do this. That decreases, I won't even do that one, that just doesn't feel natural to me. That decreases their base of support, changes their balance, and changes the muscles that work when they do the exercise. Thanks for watching. Live well, move well. Have a good day.